Hello and welcome to episode 343 of 10 o'clock. Cool.
Yeah.
343. 343. 343. I don't know if that's like a football thing. Was it 3442? 34? I don't know. Whatever. Here's episode 343 of 10 o'clock. I am MDRLOz. This here is Xeno, and we're going to mumble for about an hour about Warframe, the game we all love to play and whinge about and enjoy at the same time while whinging. It's all part of the process. So, and we all start every week like we start every other week, like until the end of time, by looking at some emblems. We have some funky looking S. And
I think that's supposed to be a dollar sign.
Oh god, yeah, there's the grey bits as well.
I know, right?
What are the orange bits then?
I don't know.
All right. And mine, which looks like a clipped star. All right. I was going to give it to yours until I saw those grey strips, because I don't get it. I like the S. I could get the S, because I was like, oh yeah, it's got some orange bits of S. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And now I'm seeing the grey bits, and it's kind of like... they're also kind of oddly placed.
So you know it's on a translucent black circle.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a lot harder to tell because it's like not moving. But
no, I can see it. You can see what it looks like. Some of the detail of the Warframe around it. You can see a bit of the certain points.
Yeah.
But also, the thing that gets me is the bars for the S, right? Is on the top bits they're going one side, and on the bottom bits they're going the other way.
It's all like threading through, but yeah, it's.
But it flips.
Yeah. Yours wins. Right. If you wish to win 150 platinum for your platform of choice,
let me know.
For your platform of choice, click on the link in the description below, which will take you to a Google form where you'll see last week's emblems, and I didn't forget to actually put them up until earlier tonight. I mean, what kind of crazy fool that would be. Then put your in-game name in, choose the emblem you like the most, and you'll be entered in for a chance of winning 150 platinum for next week. I also didn't forget to do one for 340, but we'll keep going, won't we? So, don't forget, enter, win 150 platinum. Thumbs up. Switch players. Not many Switch people enter. That it. That it.
That it.
That it.
Right. Let's move on.
Yep.
To Dojo Dusting.
Yep. I don't think there's anything worth reporting.
No more, well, not really for us, but I suppose that's it. We just watched the last dev stream before TennoCon today.
Kind of a little surprised by that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done it before, but it just felt like, you know, it was... What was the phrase from that Family Guy Star Wars spoof? Listening lazily to the left?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. It just felt like, yep, it was there, just chugging along. And that was it, but, you know. I mean, maybe they're saving all their cool stuff for TennoCon.
I think that's hopefully the case, and maybe they just want a month to just really push everything out of their minds, not have to think, right, what am I going to show in 2 weeks' time? What are we going to talk about? And they've also got, to be honest, they've also got, what's the case to push out the door as well?
Deadlock Protocol.
Yes, that's got to be finished. And I do believe the timeline said it was supposed to come out before the end of May, but then there is a week or two slipping
1 week
into 1 week.
Oh, sorry. Yes, 2 weeks into potentially into June. Sorry.
It was on the timeline, so I think they should do that more often. I really do.
This is what we're aiming for. This is what it's likely to be.
Even if they add, we're going to need, there'll be 2 months of slipping.
Yeah.
At least then it will give people a rough idea when they're aiming for it, you know,
Yeah.
So I when people are like, oh yeah, this is definitely coming in, oh wait, what is it? New War, definitely coming, was it New War?
The one that actually had a release date of Christmas 2019 that I got really upset about, yes.
Really upset about, yes. Like, why? Hopefully coming Christmas 19. Why not? Yeah.
Still haven't had it.
No.
Right.
Well, we've had bits.
Nope.
I hate
Nope.
this whole bitty effect.
Nope.
Anyway, this stuff Doge dusting. So let's move on.
Cool. Cards. Cards. First card. Heavy weapons, equipable, or gear item. 50 people responded. 46% said gear item. 54% said equipable. And I put in parentheses to make sure everyone understood, exclusively used. That's interesting. Because didn't we get some pushback on the comments?
Oh, it was just one comment. I was reading one person.
Oh, okay. So there's quite
a lot of people still like the gear item, though. I would be interested to know. I'd love to get a second, deeper question into what and why people are. We won't bother with it because of the people gear item. Why is it like it's a gear item? What content do people do? Do you solo profit taker? That's an interesting one. So is it the people are liking that and are doing that content, or I don't know.
If you said gear item last week, tell us why this week. Yeah, right. I don't think anything we want to say on that. So moving on to the next one.
Well, it's interesting that it's not. It's quite balanced. I thought it might be one way or the other, but so obviously I think there is something into it. But
yeah. Right. Moving on to the next one. What do you want after MR30? 51 people responded. Actually, before we go into that, I want to say I fucked up this card because to me, prestige ranks means something completely different.
I think it works fine either way.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Just to elaborate slightly, to me, prestige ranks are like in Diablo 3, which came in, I don't know, 2013, 2014, something like that. And the idea is...
I don't think the prestige ranks came in till the expansion, did they?
No, they were in before the expansion, but they were reworked in the expansion.
Right. So they weren't in the base game, though?
No, they were.
Nope.
No, they were added in later on.
Yes.
Yes, like 2013, 2014.
I mean, sorry, on release, they weren't in the base game.
Yeah, the release was 2012.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so when they came... prestige ranks are basically additional levels that have no upper limit, that are literally there to increase your baseline statistics, character stats, and that's it. Apparently, they also function similarly to...
the more well-known version of prestiging.
Apparently, I hide under a rock.
No, you're the same as me. I only know it tangentially. I don't associate with this sort of thing. But it's like in most like multiplayer games, whenever you reset a character to 0 in level, but you gain something permanently, or you gain a change in profile or something. Popularized by COD, the prestige ranking system is Call of Duty. So that's what. So we're not sure which people were voting on, but to be honest, I don't think it matters either way.
Cool.
Either way, it's something beyond the current system.
So 51 people responded. 11% said nothing. 19% said MR30 plus. So higher levels. 29% said that they didn't care, and 39% said prestige ranks. Personally, I want the nothing, because I want there to be a not a baseline, but an upper limit, so we can then start going, right, this is where we start defining what top level content is. But if they just recycle, add on, or anything like that, that becomes near impossible to do. Yeah. Cool. Right. Moving on. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
Okay, moving on. Right. Should pizzas be disabled in hard mode? 50 people responded. 38% said no. 62% said yes. Do you know what's weird? That adds up to 100. What? That's one of the few numbers where 1% isn't missing. Moving on.
We should move on.
But I mean, personally, I think hard mode should be hard. Don't maybe like, well, I mean, a lot of games these days, the hard mode is you take stuff away. I didn't realize this is actually part of Nier Automata. They just take away, the hard mode in Nier Automata disables, oh god, what is it? It disables gear items, and the ultra hard mode in Nier Automata disables mods. Right? So literally you cannot do any form of progression in unlike the hardest mode. And I was like, I might play Nier Automata on the hardest mode. So, right. And then the last card is...
I might play the game at all.
You better play the damn game. Right. How do you feel... oh, god damn it, brain. How do you feel about soloing Profit Taker? I missed out and about because I was too busy faffing about how do you feel. 52 people responded. 1% said the only way to tolerate Profit Taker.
It still works without the about bite, though, by the way.
No. 9% said other, and I hope 5 people commented.
There was comments.
Those comments. Right, cool. 15% said I don't solo. 25% said it's fun. And 48% said I don't do Profit Taker. Which I think is perfectly reasonable. Right. Where are you on this?
I gave it a couple of goes during the week with my rubbish equipment and gear, and it makes me feel like I understand the game even less. And I'm going to go look up some builds of some smart people who know how this works.
Cool. Right. So that's it for the...
Some people did put in the comments, and thank you for that, and I'll list that below.
Cool. Thank you very much. Sorry. Oh, God. That's it for the cards. Moving on to the Patreon questions.
Why'd you post those above the cards? It's like I have to scroll up. You just vomit stuff.
Yeah, I just vomit stuff. Fine. I'll just remember for next time when you judge me.
Joshua, a minute. Do you like how the cephalites work? Being as it is something you talked about in Tenno Clock long ago, I basically credit you for them and my enjoyment in the strategy to kill them. Is this the...
You have to shoot the glass parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. And how much of an effort does it make? Barely an inconvenience. In fact, I don't think it's hard enough.
You should shoot them and then they just fracture into more little dudes.
Why not? That sounds cool. I like that. Let's have that.
I don't want to say it's neither here nor there. It's just a different way to engage the enemy, and yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is the thing. No, I guess don't you remember? This is the thing that they suggested on a dev stream, and the community went so mental about with their whinging. They
It's the
they prevented them even trying it.
Yeah, it's the Xmas changes that they proposed, so that they had weak spots you had to kill them through.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I think people just got a crazy idea of what that meant in their heads and just screamed there. And now they're in the game, and I think it's really cool. You know, occasionally I'll just get to a mob and I'll just try and shoot the... Oh, wait, no, I can't just shoot it in the face.
People don't want difficulty. I keep saying this. You should watch my Xeno Codex.
I will. I think it is a definite problem with the game. I mean, and I'm rubbish at I just want to point this out. I'm absolutely rubbish at the game. I've just been watching, just before recording this, people soloing Profit Taker in under 5 minutes. I think I'll just shout out below. I'll tell you about it. But I can't do that. I'm rubbish at the game, and I find it annoying when people find, I want the game to be harder, and I think that's really cool that people can do that. And obviously, some people understand the game better than me, much better than me. I'm hands up on that one. Yeah, people can understand the game. I don't. But I want the game to be a challenge. Some people don't, it seems. I don't get it. Oh, well, moving on. Joshua Mick also says, out of curiosity, can water charm kings? I'm trying to understand Lucas's game, and I don't know, mate. It's weird.
I'm gonna get Tobiah to send me that. Sorry, Joshua Minnick, because I have no idea what he's talking about, and now I'm interested. Next question.
What's Lucas's game? Is it
called
Lucas's game?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. But
can you let me know on that one? Because
yeah, sure.
Okay. I mean, I'm interested on that. Water charm kings. Can water charm kings? That sentence alone has just intrigued me. Okay, Nick Evans says, with DE having so far only introduced 3 sets of NPCs that we regularly interact with, the Ostron, the Solaris, and the Syndicates, which of these do you think will be the next 4 victims of the Glassmaker? Myconians? That's another one? Is it Myconians?
Yeah.
That's another group.
So wait, are we asking who is... No, I think...
Also, saying syndicates as a group, or one group as a whole, I'd say they're separate, but, you know,
no,
some
no,
of them...
No. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, like, who the next one's going to be.
Yeah?
It's going to be some affiliation to the Corpus.
Oh.
Because you got Darvo and... Shit, no, was it Barrow? No, it was
but the Ostrons aren't... The Ostrons aren't directly linked to the Corpus, and they're still in this.
No. I was trying to remember the faces on the investigation. There's Maru, which is who I had. I'm damn well sure there's Darvo.
There's definitely Darvo. Oh, there's... Yes, I've got Darvo in mine, so...
I swear the other one was Frod Beck.
Probably.
It might be Barrow. Crap, I thought it was Frod Beck, which just made me think, oh, this is going to lead towards the Corpus. Crap, I don't know.
Nick Evans says,
yeah.
If DE were to remove the base damage mods on their weapons, Serration, Hornet Strike, Point Blank, and Pressure Point, and replace them with base scaling damage that reaches the same percentage increase when the weapon hits level 30, do either of you think this will increase mod diversity or simply bring in a slightly different build of mandatory mods? There's already
the latter.
There's only so many builds.
Yeah.
Because builds are either crit, status, maybe raw damage, I guess, or an elemental build with we're not focusing on status or crit for some reason, maybe for some specific purpose. And that's about it. Unless it's a unique weapon with some weird explosion or weird mechanic that you're trying to pull off. So that's really all the builds are. Just those things. But one of in pretty much all those 3 builds, apart from maybe status, you still want to always put the damage mods in. So
no, even with status you want to. So it's like, but if you don't have to put in Serration or Point Blank,
you know,
or
Hornet Strike or Pressure Point.
Yeah, you're just gonna put more status themed mods in there. So like,
yeah.
You know, it's gonna be beneficial. I mean, hell, it would open up more opportunities for Rivens, because I remember when I started doing the weapon builds, the Exegesis was a weapon that there was 0 reason to put the Riven in there for, because the numbers were just bleh. But if you didn't have to take, is that one Point Blank? Shotguns Point Blank?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't have to take the Point Blank shotgun mod, then you can put the Riven in with the baseline status mods or whatever. So yeah, no, I'm totally for
the fact that we have Rivens now, and let's be fair, if you want to use a weapon properly, you're supposed to using a Riven, which makes that one slot pretty much allocated to a Riven.
It honestly, it really depends on the weapon, because as I said, the Exegesis, it was not worth doing, right?
You say that, but in reality, because Rivens can be anything, I could just say you just needed to re-roll your Riven. Unless no mod has a benefit, unless it's a weird, unique, special mod only, but still you've got 7 other slots there. I can't believe that none of them are stat mods.
No. It was either a case of the stat mod or the Riven mod.
No, but I mean,
for the build, like to make it the best build possible, like I did some number crunching and so on and so forth, and it was just like the Riven mod, which would cost quite a bit of money. Like I did it in the video, I worked it out. Like it was like ever so slightly better for the status chance, and it was just like it's not worth the platinum, because you could just have a baseline status mod.
Right, and only status was the only stat that made this gun better.
Effectively, yeah.
You couldn't have, I don't know, you could have even had raw damage, reload speed, and damage to a particular faction, and it would have probably been better at that faction at least.
not with the other stats. I honestly don't know. I worked it out. I honestly...
Right, but my point is,
yeah.
right, you're going to put... Did this build, you say, have Serration, Hornet Strike, Point Blank, or Pressure Point in it, for whatever weapon it was?
Yeah, it had Point Blank in it.
Right, so my point still stands, right? You've got 8 slots. 1 slot is basically the Riven. So why do we have to ruin another slot for plus damage as well? When really, we can get rid of that concept already now and just say, well, you're going to basically put a Riven in there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
In 99% of cases, I think I'm right. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, 100% of cases, if you could swap out the baseline damage mod for a Riven, and the baseline damage mod is part of the gun leveling, yes, no, 100%, you are right.
Yeah. To be honest, I think we could take out the damage mods and not really do anything, because I don't think that'd be a big problem.
Anyway, let's...
do we need that damage?
What do you mean?
Why do we need that damage?
We'd have to rescale everything, but...
Why?
No, because...
Just make the game harder.
Again, as my last Xeno Codex states, people don't want a harder game.
People are stupid. Right, moving on. Yes, Nick Evans, it probably would increase mod diversity. Ossidax, what would you want out of Railjack Command Intrinsic? I thought it would cater towards solo play, but it doesn't seem like solo players would need it at the moment. God, you've been waiting so long on the Command Intrinsic. I haven't been thinking about it. I want to see it. Maybe I have too high hopes for it. Almost be like a mini game of managing crew, like you.
So there was an amazing Half-Life mod, total conversion mod, years and years and years ago, and they eventually made a sequel to it, which was its own independent game called Natural Selection.
Ah, yes.
This game had 2 modes. Sorry, not 2 modes, 2 sides. One which was effectively the Zerg, or... Yeah, no, it was the Zerg. Zerg from StarCraft. And then the other side was, I don't know, some Space Marines from...
generic Marines.
No, I'm pretty sure they were called Space Marines from Aliens.
They're called Colonial Marines.
Sorry, apologies. Colonial Marines. Basically the Colonial Marines from Aliens. And... but the cool thing about the Colonial Marines is one person could get in a special chair that would allow them to see from an RTS point of view. I would love that kind of thing for Warframe, where you could just jump between the players, you could support them in different ways. Like, oh, I'm spawning you a health aura doodad right next to you. Or, here, have an energy boost. Or, oh, I'm helping you hack something. So on and so forth. Yep.
Fair enough. So that's what you want from Railjack?
Command Intrinsic. Yeah.
Ossidax also says, if a Void Fissure opens up near a group of sentients, what do you think will happen to them?
They'll die.
Well, I don't think anything will happen, because I don't think that's planned in the game for that to happen, but alright.
No, I mean, like, the whole lore element that the sentients are... Oh, wait, I can't remember. Does it make them infertile, or is it poison? I remember the people throwing around the term as poison.
The thing where the crewman or whatever it is, the lore entry from Samaris says the void is poison to them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
When you've got the Nata questline, it says in there about by coming back it means they lose their ability to produce more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. So what about actually? Moving on. Zerugor says, is Monty Python a British national treasure? Well, of course.
Yeah.
Monty Python. I'm proud of these things. It's just... Yeah.
Yeah.
Zerugor says, are you still playing Warframe on your Switch?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just because I'm stuck at home all the time, I'm not traveling, I'm barely using the Switch.
Yeah. Interesting. But... as my understanding is, Switches are it's very hard to get Switches for love and money right now.
Mm.
They've been selling like hotcakes. My understanding.
I wouldn't know, for I have one and I'm not trying to buy one.
Yeah, well, no, I got too many games to play as it is. I don't have time to get a Switch. Anyway, that's it for the questions. Let's move on to the other set of questions, which are me mumbling. Negachrome, I like soloing Profit Taker. My only issue is the constant knockdowns. Yes, I want to point this out. There's knockdown is ridiculous, and that's fine. Cynical No Look and Negachrome. By the way, there's a guy named Logan that commented, "Do not reply or interact with the person. That account has been linked with people's profiles, been hacked, easy messages, want to be friends. Please avoid." Yeah, I said about this last week. Please be aware of that, everyone. If there's someone who says just want to be friends, just ignore it. People on the internet don't want to be friends. No one wants to be friends.
Faber. Oh, I have actually seen that around, and like I just ignored it.
Oh, I'll find that video. I was supposed to give you a video on it. Right, Profit Taker is fine solo, but it's not much different to doing public because I almost always do all the stuff anyway. Over the years, we actually so that's from Faber. Sorry, fair enough. Also, I was talking about cosmetics. Over the years, we have actually gotten quite a lot of free cosmetics from Barrow. And yes, I do agree. We have gotten them from Barrow, but the thing is, they're not always available, and they're very intermittent. So sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. You could be waiting a long time on some of them. When I mean cosmetics available in the game, I mean more of permanent cosmetics, like a color picker you unlock through finishing the star chart or something simple like that. Just to give. I mean, getting players into the game and getting people to enjoy Fashion Frame is amazing. So I think maybe giving them a few tools to let them play around with a little bit more would be quite nice, and give them some reasons to lock.
Now, I'm not saying Barrow's cosmetics be fugly, but they be fugly.
Fair enough. Faber also says, do you think it would be okay if instead of a rep cap per day, the only thing stopping you from getting to the highest rank, this is for the planetary syndicates like Ostrons and Orvalis.
The ones that
do you think it'd be okay instead of a rep cap per day, which we want to get rid of, and I agree with that. Mm-hmm. The only thing stopping you from getting to the highest rank in one day would be that you can only rank up each once per day. They said syndicate, but I think really this only applies to those, in my opinion. I wouldn't apply that to syndicates. I think syndicates work fine because all you got to do is slap a picture on your chest and then just keep playing games. Whereas you have to specifically go do Planes and Orvalis to get rep with them. So
basically, in theory, it would only take you 5 days to get to.
You'd still have to play a lot, but yeah, because I was thinking about just getting rid of the rep cap, and I've been saying it for ages. And to be honest, that means that if somebody could get to max rank in one day, which is a bit silly. So I think maybe this is a good idea, allowing you to do one rank up per day as well. I think that's a much better system.
A part of me is tempted to say, just don't have anything gated behind the rep levels. Have it gated behind something else. Because so for example, like so everyone criticized D for Fortuna because they're time gating us from doing X, Y, or Z, and people at different mastery ranks were able to get different levels of or different quantities of reputation per day.
Yeah.
Right? But if DE wants to time gate it, do it on a simple system of like this specific day, this part of it becomes available. This specific day.
Oh, no, okay. I think you're right for future ones. Yeah. I think that's fine. But I personally think we could do something for the health of the game and I've got all these reps maxed, but I think they should be changed because if I brought a new player into the game, it's like, how long is it going to take me to max this? It's like, it'll take you weeks.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the rep cap should be removed because, to be honest, what is even a player who's maxed out the rep? What can they do? They can buy lots of kit guns in one day.
Yeah.
They put in the time, they've done the effort. I mean, to be honest, what you probably do is, seeing as you can just mine fish and crystals and then hand them in.
The biggest problem for Fortuna was the fact that Garuda was you could only get one of the parts for Garuda if you were max rank, because you actually got the parts from the rep.
Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest complaints about. Oh God, was it the PC Gamer review for Fortuna? Was like, are they just preventing us from playing the new Warframe? Because you have to get this, you have to farm this rep and stuff like this, and it was like,
I think it's ridiculous to complain about that because they need to time get these things. Anyway, sorry, let's move on. I still think it'd be good. Trex Paddock, I have to say that a bit of Warframe that I got most consistently, repeatedly, and ongoing enjoyment from was actually alerts. There are several modes of the game I really got good at because of them. The various random wars, the fact you always were going into a mission with a full squad, the ticking clock to get them done. They went away. The way there was always a new one every 5 minutes, so I missed them. Sniff. I missed the alerts as well. It made the so the system feel dynamic. And though we do have a lot of things alert-like in the system now, I just missed the, it was alert, do this. I think they could have done more with it instead of just getting rid of them. Anyway, moving on. 3 last ones. Frosthawk 2815. I don't know whether this is just me, but the Emblem competition link hasn't updated in a few weeks.
Damn it!
It's still the beer and Harrow for me.
No, it's
also,
done.
since the Eidolons and by extension the Orbs are inspired by the Monster Hunter series, I would like to see something like Mega Fauna Hunt as part of the preservation game. I think that'd be cool. Like, you hunt the little things and then use them maybe as you get pheromones to use as bait to hunt bigger things to conserve, and expansion on the conservation system. Because obviously you've all had to do it this week for the Nightwave. I think it'd be cool if you hunt bigger things. Expand that system into bigger things. Maybe not like Monster Hunter style thing, but bigger monsters that you have to do different things with would be cool.
I get that, but they would need to make said bigger monsters, because certainly Eidolons and
not that big.
No. It was just like, I am hunting the Eidolon. They are very fond of vermink hide. I'm like, do Eidolons even eat? But I get where you're coming from, but I think there would be a lot of tension with that, because I remember doing the preservation thing like a couple of weeks ago, before Intermission 2 ran out, and oh my god, it took me forever. Like, it just constantly bugged out. I got a TikTok of me trying to catch one of the Bola Rollers, and have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it just completely bugs out, and it's like, we can't catch it, and like, so I just shoot it and kill it so we can continue on. I've had it where they just disappear.
That's bugs and things are a separate complaint to. Let's expand this part of the game. Oh no, I don't. Why? Because there's bugs in it. I don't like.
Okay, that's fair, but I still feel even at its core, it is a little too whimsical. Okay, fine. If we expand it, I would like more structure put into it, because sometimes the thing finds you when it's not even anywhere near you. Sometimes you're like trying to work out where the feck it is, and like, because of the acoustics, you're like, I haven't. Huh? What do you want about?
You got to listen.
No, but even so, the acoustics in the environment just make it so like, okay, it's in one of these two directions. Cool. I have no idea which one.
The only thing I found is you try to listen, and bloody what's his face is like, oh, that is a double-crested brained vermink with 3 spines. Oh, it's very important. It's like, shut up! I'm trying to hunt the thing.
And feck the birds. For the love of... I hate the birds. The fact that they constantly fly over me and like, I spotted you. I've had them fly over me, land right next to me. I've been shooting the damn thing, and it's like, didn't see me at all, and I got a perfect capture. I'm like, I don't get it.
Right, last one. Yokai wants... Oh, no, sorry, 2 last ones. JJ24 and Ali Al-Khatib. Thank you for Nash Prime shout-outs. I watched 2 videos already on them soloing the Prophet Taker, and I think this person really knows what they're doing. So very under-sub person. I think only about 6k views. So Nash Prime. Everyone maybe go have a look at their videos and sub. Yeah, subs. Yeah. Right. Sorry, what did I say? Views. No, subs. No, views, actually. Yeah, like the Gorse video I looked at, like 60,000 views. Gauss, you're right. It is Gauss. I will agree on that, and I looked it up. It definitely is Gauss. Gauss. I like saying Gorse, though. Gorse rifle sounds so cool.
No, it's Gauss rifle.
I know it is, but it doesn't sound as cool.
You don't say, I'm degaussing the monitor. You see, I'm degaussing the monitor.
See, that works, yeah? That I agree with you. A degauss the monitor doesn't feel right. But a Gauss rifle sounds
It's a Gauss
cool.
rifle.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yokai1235, I did some research and it's a few Xeno. I did some research, and wisp buttocks are basically the perfection on the subject asses. And artists like to show perfection. Like how filmmakers always use a color filter that makes them every scene look like it's shot in morning or evening. Right, there you go. I hope that makes sense.
So you're trying to tell me that wisps' buttocks are the equivalent to
artistic perfection.
Dawn or dusk?
Yes.
Okay.
But only when you consider it in a cinematography way.
Okay. So a very cinematic. Dusk or dawn. Got it.
Right, let's have a topic for this week, Mr. Xeno.
The topic for the week, Mr. Loz, is not appearing.
Are we doing the first one or are we doing the Dev Street?
No, we're doing the first one. We're doing the first one. Right.
Oh, I cannot wait. Is this on Reddit? Oh, it is. Yeah. Let me go read. Oh my god.
The 10 times
Cephalite. I need to make more noises to stop you talking for a bit longer, just for fun. Because I can't wait. Right, I'm done. It's got zero. Oh, interesting. Okay.
The 10 times Cephalite resonance cost per one attempt on the puzzle feels unreasonably punishing / grindy. Easy failures, not understanding what to do, not seeing the correct answer. I went from being excited to partake in the new element of Nightwave to being aggravated with the resource grind to access the puzzle after each failure. Fissures spawn too slow for the time investment. The time pressure on top of... What are you doing?
Getting angry.
Stop it.
Fine, I'll go back to eating my horrible dark chocolate. I hate it.
The time pressure on top of the need to pay every time is over the top. Farming for the resources, from my experience so far, can take 2 to 3 plus hours of time at the moment, unless you get stupidly lucky with enemy density when the fissure decides to show up. Trying to get the enemy that drop Cephalite to spawn feels like waiting and praying for your lich to show up all over again. But at the least you can influence that chance with thralls. Things that could be changed to make it better. Reliable or influenceable, I suppose influential, farming sources. One-time payment for infinite access for each phase of the puzzle. So it's like one time payment.
You pay it once and then you've unlocked it so you can access it. I thought that's how it was working originally, but it's not.
Or multiple attempts on a specific case per payment. Curved costs of the cases, assuming the spawns of the enemies are intended to ramp up throughout the season. Curved cost of the cases, assuming... What the fuck does that mean? Curved cost of the cases, assuming the spawns of the enemies are intended to ramp up throughout the season.
Oh, so what they're saying is, right, so the first one is going to cost us 10.
Yeah.
The second phase, or the second thing, is going to be 50. The third one will be 100.
Right.
The fourth one is 150.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. The one thing that gets me is people aren't really considering the whole thing of this. They want to do it now, and it really annoys me because there is no rush. I should probably move this out of the way. I realize it's focusing on that. There's no rush to get these done. None. This isn't like the Nightwave weekly thing. It's not going away next week. There's only 5 chapters to do. Chapter 2 is unlocking soonish. I haven't even finished chapter 1.
No, right? I'll tell you, like another week at least.
Yeah, another week at least, right? I'll tell you my experience. First time I played it, I was like, I thought this was a permanent unlock or some sort of story thing you unlocked. Just jumped straight off. Just like, hey, I'm just going to jump off, see if I didn't even know that I'd get kicked out. I thought I'd get teleported out. I was like, hey, I'm going to see if I can jump off. And then jumped off, and it kicked me out. And I was like, oh, okay. Wasted that. I was like, oh, I need to pay to get back in. Oh, well. Right, second time I got in, because I haven't looked up a guide or know what it is. Xeno did roughly tell me, but I wasn't really paying attention. Got in the second time, I'm like, well, I'm supposed to do something in here this time, and it shopped up, there's some images, and I'm like, what? All these symbols. I remember those symbols. That one, jump off. Oh, it was wrong. Oh, well. Right, where have I seen those symbols before? I went back and looked at things. Oh, they're the symbols on the items in the things. I've got to write those down and then I'll know them. Right. So I imagine third time I'll do it first time probably. Yeah. Do I care? No. So there's no rush to doing these. They're not going away. And the thing is there a cap on Cephalites?
Yes.
Resource. Or what is it?
20.
20. Right? That's a shame. Do you know why I wish there wasn't a cap?
Why?
Because I would love to know by the end of this Nightwave how many people would have, and I bet you it'll be in like tens, if not hundreds, by the end. But if there was no cap,
yeah,
once you finished all 5, you're still going to get loads afterwards, and the Nightwave's not going to be finished, and so it's like there's no rush to do it. It's shocking. I mean, you could say like, oh, but it's the current content. I want to do it. It's like, well, that's like saying I want next week's Nightwaves events today, but I have to wait till Monday to get them. But I want them now. It's like. You have to wait. You have to go do it again.
I think a big part of it is setting expectations. So
does it give you anything for doing it? Do you unlock some mystical thing?
You get more plot.
That's it, plot.
Oh, so yeah, basically. No
cosmetic, no orbiter decoration, no Lisette decoration yet, no nothing, no? So there's, apart from just a little bit of plot and just to say I've ticked up that box, there's no real reason to get it done today.
So if you had to estimate, ballpark figure, how many hours of the day do you think you could spend on Warframe reasonably?
Could I or do I?
No, could you? Now we're talking about, let's include a job. Let's not worry about the whole COVID-19 situation, right? So let's say 8 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 hours of sleep. What you call it? I'm okay. So I'm thinking from say 6 p.m. till about 11 p.m. So that's 5 hours there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 5 hours per weekday. Right. How many hours on a weekend?
Well, obviously we're assuming for someone who doesn't have any dependents.
Yeah.
Doesn't work at the weekend. Doesn't have to, I don't know, fix things. Keep their life going at the weekend. Yeah, sure. They have enough free time to game at the weekend, but I don't know. You could get up at 7
a.m.
You could.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming going to an average person sleeping 8 hours from 11 p.m. till 7 a.m.
Okay, cool.
I assume you could say
8 hours regardless. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, 8 hours. I'm still working on that system. I don't know. You could probably do it for 12 hours.
Yeah. Right. So
at least 4 hours to poop, stare at the wall, eat food.
On this, based on say they release every 14 days, right? Not including the half week we got when it first initially launched. I don't think we're going to actually see it until the second week of June. No, sorry, the first of June. That's when I think we're going to get it. So I'm saying 12 hours for 4 days, right? And 5 hours for 10 days. So the 2 weekends and then the 10 business days, yeah?
Right.
Okay. So 12 times 4 is 48, duh. And then so 48 plus 50, 98. Right, 98 divided by 3 is 32.6. Right? So I am estimating that if you are a sad... No, I'm not going to do that. Drew, don't insult people.
Yeah, don't go for ad hominems.
Yes. If you are someone with an abundance of time... I'm sorry, everyone. If you're a person with an abundance of time and you could spend all 98 hours in a 2-week period, right, to farm this stuff, you should be able to run the investigation, the multiple choice investigation, approximately 32 times, dependent on the frequency in which the satellite drops.
Right.
Yeah. So, this is going from what this person has said. So 3 hours on average to get the 10 satellite, 32.6 attempts. How many fucking attempts do you want?
Wait, farming for this resource, from my experience so far, takes 2 to 3 hours of time at the moment. Oh, to get all 10, I suppose. Sorry,
Yes.
I thought you meant poach.
Yeah. So, like, I'm saying 3 hours to do one attempt. So 32 attempts. Right? Which is fine. You don't have to do this on day one. You don't have to do it 32 times.
No.
Yeah, okay, you get it wrong. Whoops, you have to farm it again. But you don't have to farm it again immediately. You could just go,
I see their complaints are not about... not understanding what to do, not seeing the correct answer. There's only 3 answers. Is there 3 options each time, yeah?
Yes.
And you could look at you could look up, put the time in. I mean, I've taken a little print screen of all of them and got on a document now, so I could look them up. I could take a picture of my phone, something, wrote them down, drawn pictures, drawn some iconographs. So you can do a lot of prep work, and then when you say you cut, so I don't understand not seeing the correct answer. Even I've seen just the one option I was given. They're very visually distinct. It's not like is it 17.2 or 17.25 is the answer?
I think the problem is, for me, God. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I did it in first try. I did the whole thing in first try because I don't know. Maybe I've played plenty of point and click adventure games in the past.
Did you know to look up? Did you see the symbols in the invest? Because I just switched my brain off. I really should have thought, we're doing an investigation. I need to write down the evidence. But I didn't. I literally did not. I just looked at the things. Like, I got to find 5 things. Find 5 things. Right, what I got to do now? All right, yeah. I didn't even think to take any information from what I was looking at.
The thing that really caught me was the item that Smeagol, I can't remember what his name is, Smeagol, was selling. The fact that tubular array, for me it was tubular array, it's different for everyone else, that
bold.
It was a much lighter colour. And I'm like, why is that a lighter colour? Right? And then I went through and I found the note, and the name was a lighter colour. And then I thought, I looked at the Ireton star, and the Ireton star had a weird shape on it. And I thought, fucking Christ, they're going to expect me to know this stuff. The one that I was scared about was actually the person, right? I didn't know what was going to happen with the fishing spear.
By the way, apart from the person, they all have weird symbols on them, Drew.
No, I mean the Ireton star one actually has it physically on the star. You showed me your thing, and it was massively bloomed out to no end. Mine, you could clearly see it on the actual physical star itself.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why yours is blooming out so much.
Oh, yeah, actually, I've got the game open. Let me just check blooms on.
Yeah, I didn't notice it on the right-hand side. I saw it on the physical star.
On the star, okay.
Yeah. The ones that I was concerned about was the one that had a picture of Maru.
Bloom off.
I don't know why yours is so blown out. I'll take a photo of mine, and it's just...
That's fine. No, I got you.
Because I couldn't see anywhere in the text that was highlighted. I thought, ooh, maybe this is the hard one. No, it turned out it was just the picture of Maru. And then it was the fishing spear. Is it the fishing spear, the knife, or I think it's the sickle? I'm like, what's a fucking fishing spear? I mean, fucking, So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking weirdo. But do you have to get it right the first time? That's going to be a card. Do you have to get it right the first time? I think a lot of this...
I'm with you on this. Yeah, I know. You got, yeah.
I do think that a lot of this stems from the sort of blame culture that society has these days. This very iconic...
No. It's not blame culture. We've gone to a culture where everyone has to have an achievement award for participating in something. So at schools, they're encouraged now for like sporting events of some schools. It's like we can't celebrate the victors because everyone has to, because then some kids will feel bad, and because of that, people don't go, oh, I lost, oh well. Everyone has to go, well, I always have to win. Why? Because I don't know what it feels like to have a failure, and they don't like that. But when you celebrate victory and go, oh well, better luck next time, and you're like, yeah, I will. I'll try harder next time. Yeah, you understand the failure is thing, but we've got a cotton wool society these days that doesn't want people to feel bad ever. That is the goal. We don't want people to feel bad because it feels bad feeling bad, doesn't it? Don't want that. So we always have to protect everyone so that everyone's a winner in all cases, and that's why people can't handle failure because they.
And
we don't celebrate excellence anymore. We just try and promote mediocrity.
I don't know if it's. You see, for me, it's not like that because I have seen instances in my job where, in my past jobs, plural, like all of them, where someone does something wrong, and then it is how fast can someone else point the finger at someone else.
Right, but that's why they want to point the finger at someone else.
Yeah,
because they're not used to handling you did something wrong or you failed.
Right.
So that they have to find it out, and either it's through complaining or through pointing the blame at someone else.
Like, and this is I want to encourage people to, like, it's all right to screw something up, right? I mean, do you remember when we did those improv classes? The very first thing that John taught us was to acknowledge that, we are the ones that criticize our own self more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And it's like, everyone had to say, like, this is the thing that I screwed up, and you had to hold your head high, so on and so forth. And
you take the failure and you go,
and you roll with it.
You roll
with it.
Keep
going, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of improv. And I've screwed up at my current job, right? I look after the servers. I set one server up wrong. The database cost us $600 for a month. And I'm like, oh shit. The next month it cost us $30. So, like, you do on occasion just screw things up. But my superiors didn't have a go at me. They just, we realized what was gone wrong. We acted on it. We fixed it, and we got on with our lives. And I do feel that the blame culture and the mediocrity that you described, has had a huge impact on the way we deal with scenarios like this. There was, when we were talking about this separately, you did highlight a similar situation with Glass Gambit, which I feel is
that one just
worse
felt wrong, though.
than this, because with Glass Gambit, and I think it's justifiable that everyone got pissed off with that, because the TV trope that happened to indicate, oh yeah, you're gonna have to fail at some point, was really subtle.
Well, it confused me because I'm trained by the game to see when I see the failure screen to realize I've done something wrong. You must repeat that mission to do it again.
Yeah.
But then the game is trying to use the normal failure screen, which is sort of a meta narrative outside the game, as in the game level thing, to work on the actual plot of the thing to make me fail, rather than just going
failure is good. I'm like, but that's a confusing message. People are not going to get that.
It doesn't fit with what what you're trained to do before. If it was like, oh, he's cheating, so just let him win, and we'll go stand in this safe point, because if you try and hand in points, you get electrocuted, as I recall. So Tenno, stand here and we'll get you out of this, because this is just cheating. There's nothing we can do. But no, the game literally makes you fail through failing and doesn't tell you anything until you're out of the mission. So I was literally like, oh, I'm just gonna. I think I even did. I think I pushed escape. I think I quit the mission and tried again.
Yeah,
because I didn't want to see the failure screen. Because to me, the failure screen means I failed to fail to achieve what the mission wanted me to do. I know the mission wanted me to fail, but it shouldn't tell me I failed through fail.
But it didn't tell you that that's what it wanted.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It didn't set the expectations.
Back to Glassmaker.
And I think maybe that's part of the problem here, is that the expectations weren't set. You know, we're expecting you to go ahead, find the clues, and solve the do a multiple choice question, right? And I get that, but at the same time, like, I suppose, like, here's a point. If you wanted to make sure you did not fail, whatever it is that's in front of you, why not revise it first? In this instance, why not check other people playing it? If you wanted to make sure that no matter what, you did not fail, why not check it out first? If you wanted to go on the mentality of, I didn't want to get it, I didn't want to have it spoiled for me, can you really say that the experience you got was any different from what you were setting yourself up for?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Like, I was going into this thinking it was just generic Warframe thing. I'll go in, click some buttons, and it'll give me a cutscene. It actually wanted me to do something different. You know, do the investigation, look at some stuff, and then answer questions on it. I hadn't mentally prepared for that, and that's why I'm like, oh, I don't mind. It was my own fault. And now I'm like, right, let's be prepared next time we go in there. Let's do our super sleuthing and take pictures and look at all the evidence. It's like, it wants you to do that. So if you didn't do that, what do you expect when it says no, try again?
I mean, when I was going through the environment, I had to do a double take before I actually did the resonance multiple choice thing. I had to do a double take because when I went through it the first time, like, you know, and it's all fresh and everything, I twigged that these were like clues and things to do something else. Then I went to go talk to the person, and it was like, you know, do you want to do this thing? It will cost you money. I'm like, oh, do I? So I cancelled, had another look around. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. Found out I couldn't do it because I didn't have any cephalites. Right? I didn't have any of the resonance. And then left. But then when I did have enough, I went and had another look at all the clues again just before I did it. So they were fresh in my mind. You know? But it's, yeah, again, like, if you want to make sure that you don't fail the test, why don't you revise? And if people say, well, I didn't know there was going to be a test, that's fair enough. But you saw that there was a non-refundable cost. It warns you. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to spend the 10 cephalite?
Yeah, but I don't. To credit the person, I don't think it. Like, I originally thought it meant spend 10 cephalite and you're going to permanently unlock this. But it doesn't. It means, in fact, I'll go look. Well, what does the actual thing say?
You know,
this is where I can get behind this person on the. I don't think it was clear, but then that was my own thing of just thinking this was generic. Oh, there's going to be a few click on a few things, and then there'll be a cutscene, and you know.
Yeah.
What's it say?
You there now?
Oh, mine says insufficient cephalite. Ah, damn it. Yeah. So it just says, what's the thing say? Interact 10. It just says interact 10 cephalite resonance. I do think there is a pop-up, but I'm not sure.
No, there is definitely a dialogue pop-up. I swear.
I know, but at the moment mine says I haven't got enough, so I can't see what the pop-up is.
I swear I remember it saying stuff. I know.
Yeah, but it probably does, but I can't see it right now because
no. But I saw it when I clicked on the 10. So when I didn't have any cephalite.
Oh yeah, no. It says you don't have enough cephalite. The universe has cephalite. Go find it. It says.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I've only got like 4 at the moment. You got to it says inspect. You inspect the body. Then it says interact. On left click, 10 cephalite resonance. Click it. Insufficient cephalite resonance to enter. The origin system regularly influenced by the Glassmaker. Play missions to earn cephalite resonance.
Okay, 100% behind the fact that this does not properly explain.
It might say something different when I get 10. I will check again when I get 10 again. It might say, do you want to use up 10 cephalite resonance to do this? I don't have 10 at the moment. I only have 4.
Right.
Which would be my 3rd attempt because I'm an idiot.
But then again, you shouldn't change the message.
Yes.
Because that's
it should
bad
say
user experience.
You will need to consume cephalite resonance to achieve this. Cephalite resonance can be found throughout the solar system.
So I am completely behind people complaining about this now.
Nah,
If that message changes
I think
between
that's
having no satellite and having satellite, but anyway,
I
right?
think it's fine.
Should we go to responses?
Yeah, I want to get to the responses as well. The first one. You have 2 weeks to farm at most 20. That's roughly 4 to 5 fishes. Suck it up. It's not broken because you haven't done it in one sitting.
Is it 4 to 5?
That might be wrong, but
no, I think that bit's wrong. But unless that's just like one attempt, but yeah, okay.
Well, seeing as they've, I think that's enough. Maybe not for. I don't know if you get 4 per. I don't know.
I normally get like 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah. So yeah, I think maybe it's a bit more than that, but still. I seeing as there's a cap of 20, which means at most you need 20, and you can farm up when you've done this one. You can farm up for the next one that unlocks, and then when you've done that one, you can farm for the next one
for twice.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can farm for 20, right? So you could farm for 2 attempts of the next one.
Yeah. Or I'm hoping. It may be that. I mean, obviously, we're basing on the current system. If it's really cool, maybe the later ones have like multiple parts of investigation, so you have to like spend 10 to do the first bit, and then ask you questions, and you go back and you got to do other questions. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool. But at most it says 20. It's the most you can have. So, but I don't know. Looking at the current system, it'll probably be as it is. You can farm up to 20, which gives you 2 attempts at maximum farm, and you've got weeks. This says 2 weeks. We don't even know when part 2's coming. It might come later.
I think it's going to be the 1st of June, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the week later. Like what? Yeah,
right. But it's still time. You've got time to farm, and this isn't going away for ages.
Yeah,
ages. There's no rush.
And certainly, it'll be faster to do. Oh crap! What's the name of the damn thing? It'll be faster to do them the further into the night wave we get, because the stuff will spawn so much faster. Just like how we had with Hobbits,
doesn't it? Yes, it
with
does.
Hobbits, we had that with the Zealots. I can't remember what the fuck they were.
Zealots,
yeah. Again, they would spawn so much faster. So I think honestly, this isn't that big of a hoo-ha.
Yeah. I think they are overblowing this, and again, they just wanted to get done in 1 week. I want to try and think of I know we're running on time, but I normally these days I try and think, because I've seen comments that I don't think about the other person to the side. I cannot see what their point of view is on this one, because it might be that they are short on time playing the game. That's fine. This event is gonna run for months. It's probably got at least 2 months minimum. I imagine, seeing as the last intermission was so long, and I think, to be honest, they cut Nightwave season 2 too short, because it just disappeared. I think they could have left it for another month or 2, really, and just let people farm up a bit before bringing the intermission. So I bet you this one's going to run long. It's not going away anytime soon. There's no rush to do it. As far as we know, getting all the 5 of them is just for the plot. It doesn't unlock anything. So at the most, it's going to be cosmetic. So I cannot see why they're so against this when it's only been out for a little bit and there's no rush to do it. I cannot get on their side on this one at all. Sorry, next comment. I usually understand and sympathize with posts like these, but this must be my oh come on moment. I've been capped on resonance for at least a day or 2 now. I failed the puzzle once, then I realized I had to go look at the clues. The clues are highlighted in brighter color, for crying out loud. I messed up because I thought it was like the dev stream, and I messed up by finding a staff instead of a sword. Like the dev stream. Did they show these on the dev stream? I don't think they did.
They didn't show the puzzle part, I don't think. Did they?
No, I don't remember.
I had messed up by finding a staff instead
of a sword. But still, they're thinking it was. I think what that means is, in the little environment you're in, there's, they thought there might be other items they could have found, and they found the wrong item, which misled them. But they looked at it again and went, "Oh no, I get it now. I need to look at the pictures and look. It's all, as you said, brighter color highlighting. Right, I understand what I've got to do now," and then head off. Right. So.
Right.
Next one. I'm not even back at 10 after succeeding the puzzle 2 days ago because of a drought of spawns and actual cephalite drops. See, I've chilled out on the Valis for a bit. What was I doing? The animal capture? I got 10 just doing that. I did. In fact, I got annoyed because I was trying to farm the bloody animals, and my pop it, Popper. Fucking hunting down a popper. Glass thing comes over the hill going. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, fucking poppers, man.
Anyway.
Yeah. That said, it does suck to have 3 failure states in the puzzle. I think that it should only fail you if you run out of time or pick the wrong clue. If you fall off the edge or miss a jump, you get plunked back on no failure. I would be okay with that because that's what I did first of all. I jumped off the edge and it really should just plonk you back up. If there's a time limit as well, why have the skill check as well as failure?
I have heard. Oh god, who was it? Someone told me that when they did it, they bullet jumped and overshot the answer, and as a result, failed.
Yeah.
So
next one. I did it on my first try correctly. I did research what clues were required prior. Well done. I kept out Sapphire passively by just playing the game. I do think it's annoying and poor design, but it isn't really a big deal. Yeah. Not much to topic this week, but yeah. I don't think on the dev stream didn't have much in it either.
Anyway, right. So that's it for the topic. I also wonder, is it a fear of missing out? That is driving
it's part of it. It's totally. Yeah. I used to have that with Warframe. If a patch hit, and I was a few hours late getting home and reading the patch notes, I used to have this terrible, I've got to catch up, and everyone knows what they're doing, and I don't. I don't care anymore.
Did I have that?
Oh, you go. It used to be like if like an event had dropped, like if Scarlet Spear
I was totally there for the
event.
Yeah.
Now I don't care. I was like, I didn't like, for instance, Scarlet Spear dropped, and I was, what you got to do in space? And like other people knew and I didn't. I was like,
oh, what's that? Xeno's going to set it all up.
Oh, what's that? Ral will kill everything. Yeah, we could go Ral.
Cool.
Good
right.
job, Ral.
That's it for the topic.
Yep.
We're going to move on to the memes.
Yes.
Memes.
Yes.
Memes. You haven't put them in the document.
Yeah. Oh, in the document. Sorry, in the document. Did all the other. You have to copy them, put them into my document, have them open on a window. I did fail on one of them though, and that is to pop them there. There you go.
And they're numbered now.
Wait. Magic.
Wow. It's because I put a number there first.
You put a number and then it got. That's very clever, Google. Well done. Right, anyway, let's get some memes. Meme number 1. Oldie but goodie.
What the fuck?
Tenno, you are surrounded by Grenadier Marines. All I am surrounded by is fear and dead men.
What the hell is this from? Is this like some Darth Vader comic?
Yeah, it's a Darth Vader comic. There's some good Darth Vader comics, man. Yeah. That's a good quote, though. All I am surrounded by is fear and dead men. And it's true.
What's afraid if the men are dead?
Good point.
Yeah. Are the corpses afraid of Darth Vader? Anyway, moving on. I love that, though.
Good point. Yep.
Moving on.
All right. This one confused me, but I put it in anyway.
What?
Daily life of a Warframe addict. See if you can make sense of this. I couldn't make sense of this. So we have the cycle on the right of life of a Warframe player. Buy master rank fodder, rank master rank fodder, sell master rank fodder, credits. Buy master rank fodder, go around there, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it goes into the weird extra section. Occasionally farm actual good weapons you plan on keeping or selling. Occasionally do quests or events. Occasionally farm resources and credits. Platinum and weapon slots. And many arrows. I didn't understand.
Occasionally farm good weapons you can keep or sell for platinum. To buy weapon slots.
Oh yeah,
to go buy MR fodder to then cycle back through. Occasionally do so that weapon slots, that arrow should point back into buy MR fodder. It shouldn't point back into.
Well, it's at the end of the credits.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit confusing. Occasionally do event quests and events, which then goes back to buy MR fodder. Blah. I think. Oh wait, I've just noticed there's a 90-degree turn on that. Occasionally farm actual good weapons and you plan on keeping or selling. That also goes back into the buying of the MR fodder as well as going on to the platinum. And then occasionally farm resources and credits, which then goes back into buying MR. Wait, what?
Timey-wimey.
That last one doesn't make any sense.
Good. Doesn't make any sense. Let's move on next meme.
Cool. Number 3.
I'm sure this has already been done, but I couldn't resist as she is my main. Someone has been killing people, making them in glass sculptures. Gara. Excellent meme.
I like that one. And the thing is, it's like it's in Cetus as well, which is like, oh, that's not a good place.
Like,
yeah, number 3. Sorry, number 4.
Sorry.
Yeah,
badly done meme made by me. Mesa without flow. Mesa with prime flow. Very true. Meme number 5. I didn't know they could do that. Kuvalich steals my index winnings. Me. So you have chosen death.
I like that.
And finally, because Arbiters, I saw this one and had to put it in. Number 6. Delicious and nutritious.
What?
Arby's. We have the essence.
Oh my god.
So Arby's, Arbiters, Vitus Essence.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just for you, Xeno, that one was. Right. Let's look at some community shoutouts.
Right.
What have we got?
So community shoutouts, I need to scroll down to them. Cool, right. So our first community shoutout is this Little Avara by Zilvtree, which is currently up for the For Fans by Fans competition. So, like,
I vote for this.
I actually do like a lot of Zilvtree's stuff. So we've had a lot of Zilvtree stuff on in the past. I actually did try to get them on the show, but they weren't feeling comfortable doing it. So yeah, love this.
So at the moment, do we just vote for that? Or
yeah, so basically the more popular stuff will get turned into actual products. Yep. So number 2 is Some Ramen with Friends by Lust Huntress. So there's 2 versions of this. There's one where Rhino, Umbra, and Ash Prime have human heads. They've like taken off the helmets.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that because Grendel still has his helmet on.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Grendel's face as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I also want ramen now.
I want ramen too.
Can we go for ramen, Drew? Oh no, let's not go.
Sorry, what's the quarantine?
Lovely. Yeah, what's the quarantine? Lovely picture, by the way. And this, and it inspires me to want ramen. So that's really cool.
Number 3 is Gara by Ash.
Ooh.
I actually really, really like this one.
Here we have Gara making more glass victims.
Oh, clearly.
Yep.
Right.
Love to see that colorized.
No, I actually like it as is. I to preserve it like that. Then number 4 is, I don't know if this is supposed to be Titania and their phone had screwed off, but it's called Titanium Sunset by Dave Greco.
What do you mean their phone?
It says no. I wonder if they're like their phone spell checked. Auto-corrected Titania for titanium.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, Titanium Sunset.
I know
it's a titanium. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I
noticed
really
got Frelling Hammer. It's a neat helmet design. Like,
yes,
so yeah, really nice. That's so cool.
Then the 5th community shout out is Avara Prime by Nick.
Ooh, underwater.
Well, she is a jellyfish after all.
Indeed.
And then our last but not least 6th community shout out.
Very nice art, by the way. I didn't say it was very nice.
6th community shout out is this lovely Nyx by Demi. Honestly, I saw this midweek and I'm keeping this one. I actually really like the design of this, and especially the use of that Tenno Gen Nyx helmet. For no obvious reason at all.
The only thing is oh no, I guess that is how I don't think oh yeah, now I'm saying it. Like, I don't think I've ever looked at the Lotus helmet directly on side on, so it just looks a bit weird to me. But I think that is definitely how it works.
Yeah,
and it's an amazing piece of art. That is. Zoom in again.
Yep.
Cool. So cool.
That's it for the community shoutouts, my good sir.
Cool.
Right.
Let's finish off with a quote.
Oh my god, it's so small. This font is so small. Very small font, Loz. Very, very small. I don't know if I can see it.
Font, tiny font.
Here's the thing, Alad baby. Your protection is based on the fact that people are scared of you. Just like they're scared of Captain Vor. But I'm the only one they should be scared of. Not you, not Captain Vor, because I'm Sargus fucking Ruck.
Old or new?
Nope.
What's the genre?
Superhero. For your benefit? Huh?
Can I have it again?
Yeah, sure. Here's the thing, Alad baby. Your protection is based on the fact that people are scared of you. Just like they're scared of Captain Vor. But I'm the one... I'm the one they should be scared of. Not you. Not Captain Vor. Because I'm Sargus fucking Ruck. You have seen this.
Is it a Marvel?
Nope.
DC?
Yep. I will point out, you definitely did not like it.
Oh. This Harley Quinn film, by the way, Birds of Prey, by the way, who knows what title it's for because the bloody film has people there.
Yep.
Blurg.
The next clue was going to be, you may have been missing some blood before this movie.
I think that helped.
Right, okay, so that's it for this week. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you think we're complete and utter idiots and we don't know what we're talking about with regards to the investigations, please feel free to leave a comment in the description below, in the comment section below, rather, and tell us we're just wrong. I'm pretty sure Awesome Todd, they can't see you, Loz.
Why not?
Because I put up the end slate.
So I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. Loz! Loz, put that away! Oh my god. Can't take you anywhere.
What?